Hello everyone, I'm Surti from SIUK and I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us today for this webinar, which is on international career prospects for the Indian students in the UK and how to write an SOP. This is a topic of great significance for students considering UK study plans and looking forward to developing an international career. We are now live with Shiv Nadar University and University of York, UK. Our speaker for today is Mahima Kapoor, Senior Recruitment Advisor, Student Recruitment Advisor, and Admissions, University of York, UK. Mahima holds a degree in Commerce and Marketing from Delhi University. She started her journey in education fraternity with British Council. In the last 12 years, she has supported and guided many students. While working with British Council, she realized that she loves counseling students. From there on, she moved to overseas education field, and since then, the journey has been very interesting for her. At University of York, she's mainly responsible for supporting Indian students applying to the university. She's closely working with schools, Indian higher education institution, British Council, York alumni, and other key partners to spread awareness among students and help them apply to the university. I would like to firstly thank Ms. Surbi Dhawan from Shiv Nadar University, who has helped me to organize this webinar. Thank you so much, ma'am, for encouraging your students to attend this webinar. I would also like to thank Mahima for joining us today. We can start now with the session. For any queries that students may have, you can post them in the chat box and every question will be answered post presentation. Over to Yusra now.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yusra and I'm a student in Shiv Nadar University, currently in my third year. So I invite you to a session conducted by SI UK in collaboration with Career Development Cell, Shiv Nadar University. The SI UK has helped thousands of Indian students abroad in order to access world-class university for studying foundation, undergraduate as well as postgraduate courses in UK and Ireland. Being a trusted UK university partner, British Council trained consultants will ensure that you find the right course and will also assist you with all the scholarship related queries. They'll also help you with UK student visa as well as for booking accommodations to study in the UK. So now we can begin with the session.
Thank you, Surti. Thank you, Yusra, and thank you, SIUK and Shiv Nadar team for organizing this session. So in this session today, we will be talking about UK higher education system and how to write a personal statement or statement of purpose, which is a very essential part of your application. So before we talk about, UK higher education system or about a personal statement, I would have few questions just to, kind of understand how well do you understand UK as a destination or UK higher education system. So I'll just quickly ask you a few questions, and people who are watching this live streaming, I would really like you to participate in this quiz and answer these questions. So let me just quickly share my screen with you first. Just give me a moment. I'll have to reshare it. Just give me a moment. I think there's some technical.
We can view that.
Are you able to view my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. To start with, my first question is, which of these places isn't part of United Kingdom? So it's Dublin, Edinburgh, Belfast, Stirling. Which of these places is not part of United Kingdom?
Students, you need to answer this.
And you can
In the
answer
chat
in the
box.
comment section, yeah, in the chat box, and you can. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Okay, so there are 4 countries that are part of UK: England, Scotland, Wales, Northern England. Which of these places listed here are not part of these 4 countries? Any guesses there? Okay, let me share the answer with you. So the right answer is Dublin. So Dublin is basically part of Ireland, and Ireland is not part of United Kingdom. Northern Ireland is for surely part of United Kingdom, but not really Ireland. So Dublin is the right answer for this question. Now moving on to the next question. Of course, UK has got some of the most prestigious and oldest institutions in the world, Oxford and Cambridge being one of them. But there is a term used for these universities. What is the terminology that we use for these 2 universities? Is it red brick? Is it civic universities? Is it Oxbridge? Or is it new universities? This is a simple one. I'm sure you can answer this.
No response.
No response? Okay. No worries. Let me make this simple. So yes, the answer is Oxbridge.
Okay.
Basically, you know, Oxford and Cambridge together, the terminology used for these universities is Oxbridge. Okay, the last question that I have, there are Russell Group universities, if you know, so there is a group of universities which are called Russell Group. So like you have Ivy League universities in USA, similarly you have Russell Group in UK. So it's a group of universities which are primarily known for their quality of education and their research work. What is the total number of universities which are part of this group? Are there 10 universities, 24 universities, 40 universities, or 45 universities? Any answers there, Shruti? So the correct answer is, I can see one in the chat box, Rajni has answered it. Okay, so it is actually 24
No,
universities.
there's a student also who's replied.
Student who's answered it. So has they given you the right answer? Is it 24?
It was for the previous one though, Oxbridge.
Okay.
But
Oxbridge.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so coming to Russell Group universities, so in total there are 24 Russell Group universities. I represent University of York, which is also part of a Russell Group. So that's mainly about the quiz. Now moving on to today's topic, which is about UK higher education system. So UK is one of the most popular destination for higher education studies, especially among Indian students. So there are a lot of reasons for why UK is such a popular destination. Of course, UK and India shares 200 years of history, and there are a lot of references that you will find when you go to visit in UK, or even our constitution for that matter has been derived from UK. So there are a lot of similarities within India and UK. And India has always and will always be an integral and important country for UK. The degrees, or the universities in UK are very well recognized. Like I mentioned earlier, UK has got some of the most oldest and the prestigious institutions in the world. In fact, just to share some statistics with you, one out of every 7 world leader is a UK graduate. In fact, India itself has so many leaders, who graduated from UK. So UK qualification is world renowned. The quality of education that UK universities maintain. So there is something called QAA. Quality Assurance Agency in higher education. So they basically, QA is an independent body which keeps a check on the standards and quality maintained by each and every higher education institution in UK. So in terms of quality of education, the UK will never compromise, irrespective of what university you're going for, irrespective of what is the ranking of that university, where it is located. In UK, quality is something that they have always maintained. Even during pandemic, when universities were required to move online, UK universities ensured that there is no compromises there. They did not compromise in the quality of education. Just to give you an example, they were, of course, they were during lockdown, students who were studying lab-based courses were still required to use labs. So just to give you an example, some of the departments at York itself, we sent out small kits to those students. So there was an experiment that was supposed to be conducted. These were electronic engineering students. We sent out a kit to those students at their accommodation, and we conducted that experiment online, but at least they had the required material that they needed for that. So this is just to give you an example that they did not compromise on quality at any point of time, irrespective whatever were the circumstances. And that is something very, very important. The kind of opportunity students get after graduating from UK, it's not just in UK, outside also, whether you decide to stay back in UK, whether you decide to come back to India or move to any other country, the degree will be very well recognized, and the kind of opportunities you will get even studying while you're studying in UK. Like at York, we had students, even when there was no stay back option. Now, of course, you have 2 years stay back option in UK. Back then, when there was no stay back option, in career services team did place students in UK, but also at the same time, they place students in different countries in Europe, Hong Kong, Singapore, Dubai, just to name some of the destinations where the students were placed after graduating from UK. And you will see, this support or this career support is provided by all the different UK universities. That is something that they are, they always ensure that they are available. The career services team are available for their graduates. Even after graduation, after graduating also, like at York, we give you lifelong support. So whether you graduated 2 years ago, 5 years ago, you can go back to career services team and ask for support if needed. Strong research infrastructure is something that UK is very well known for. In fact, even UK has always been a world leader when it comes to research area. So they have conducted some really useful and helpful research, which has helped the world in so many different areas. Just to give you an example, most of us might be like, I am vaccinated with AstraZeneca, which we call Covishield in India. So that has also come or researched from one of the universities in UK. So even during pandemic, when we were hoping that vaccination will come out, will be available and will come out and will be available for layman, world was actually looking at UK and expecting that they would come up with some solution. UK has got only 0.93% of world's population. Despite of that, they are among the world leaders when it comes to research work, and the government there really supports the infrastructure. There are a lot of funding available, especially for the Russell Group universities. We get dedicated funding from government for conducting research work, and you are taught by the same professors who are holding those research work, who are part of that research work. And a lot of students, especially masters and PhD students, do get the opportunity to be part of those research projects. Value for money, yes. So as compared to a lot of other English speaking countries, UK has got a more compact degrees, if I may say. So if you're going for your masters, there's only 1 year masters. If you want an industrial placement as part of your course, some universities may offer 2 years masters in that case, but mostly universities in UK will give you an option for 1 year masters. So you basically save your time, your money, your effort, and right after 1 year, you can start working full time. Also, UK allows you to stay back now for 2 years. So you have 2 years time to look for a full-time job in UK. And you can work full time. So you, for the first 2 years, you don't need any employer to sponsor you. You are like any other local student or a home student. If they like you as a candidate, they can simply hire you. After 2 years, if you want to stay back and apply for a work permit, you must have a salary of at least about £22,000 approximately. That's your annual salary, and your employer should agree to sponsor your visa. If you fulfill these 2 criteria, then after 2 years, you can definitely apply for your work permit. Mostly universities in UK offer good number of scholarship and financial support for our masters and PhD students. So you can check with the respective universities that you are applying for. Like at York, we offer scholarship ranging between 2,500 up to £10,000, and there are multiple scholarships available. There's subject-wise scholarship available. There are nationality-wise scholarships available. So there are good number of scholarship available for international students at UK universities. It's a very culturally diverse environment and very safe environment. So in a classroom, when you're sitting, you'll just realize you have people from all different nationalities. Like at York, we have about 20,000 students studying. Out of that, 5,000 are international students from 150 different nationalities. So it'll be a very culturally mixed environment. The idea about going and studying abroad is that you don't just graduate as an Indian citizen. You graduate as a global citizen who's ready to work in any part of the world and adapt to any culture. So that's the beauty when you go to study abroad, or you're studying in a university where you actually accept and learn from different cultural, exchange that happens, or different nationalities who will be part of your, course or your classroom, and you make friends from so many different nationalities. So it's basically just opens up a lot of different doors, and opens up for you also in terms of your learning, your experience. It gives you an overall wholesome experience. Work while you study is something which, that's a support available for all international students. So you're legally allowed to work 20 hours a week while you are on your, like during your term time, that is when you have your classes, and you are allowed to work 40 hours a week during your non-term time, during your, like, when you have your vacation time. Usually, the main intake for mostly universities in September. So September, you will start your classes, and then if it's a master's degree, then you will complete your exams by May. And after that, universities give you time till like June, July, August. They give you time to complete your dissertation or a project or a research work that you're working on. And by August, you usually complete August, September, you complete your degree. And after May, actually, when you complete your exam, you're legally allowed to work 40 hours a week. And then you have 2 years stay back option as well to work full time and get an experience. And whether now after that you decide to stay back there or move to any other country or come back to India, that's completely an individual decision. But you will definitely get a lot of hands-on experience, and your degree and your experience will get you to places. Now, moving on to a very important part of your application, which is your statement of purpose, or what we call is personal statement. So when you apply to UK universities, mostly UK universities, when it comes to master's students, they will not interview you. It will be purely based on your application. They will assess you. They will assess your academic criteria or academic, things that you actually fulfill academically, how well you've done. So I would say 60% weightage is given to your academics in UK, and 40% weightage is given to your personal statement. Personal statement is a very, very important part of your application. Usually, like I said, they don't interview you. So it's purely based on your personal statement that they assess you, your personality, what exactly do you offer, or what skill set do you have to be part of the course, if you are the right fit for the course or you're not a right fit from the course. So of course, we have your academic documents. Based on that, we can assess your academic achievement. But other than that, beyond your academic achievement, if university would want to know, they will refer to your statement of purpose. So it is your it supports your application, and it is your opportunity to kind of articulate or to express your skill set and talk about the subject and your passion for that subject. So what basically you should write in your statement of purpose? You need to write about you. Yes, we would want to know as a university about you. We know about your academic achievements from your, or what you have done so far, or how well you've scored through your academic documents that you will provide. But beyond that, also we would want to know you. So talk about you as a person. What qualities do you have? It's always advisable to go through the course description. So every university in UK on their website will list out the modules that they will cover in that course, and what is the skill set that you will actually get at the end of that course. Mostly universities as a practice do that in UK. So it's a good idea to do your homework well, go through those descriptions, and it will help you, write your statement of purpose. Because when you're writing your statement of purpose, you would want to refer to that skill set that you already have, which is relevant, for that course, or the qualities that you already have, or the experience that you might already have. As a reader, you need to talk about what is your ambition, what is your goal. Why are you studying this course? Why are you interested in this particular university or higher education? Why this course? How are these modules really going to help you? How are the skill set that you will get at the end of the course will help you? That is something as a university or as a reader of that statement of purpose would definitely be interested to know. So when you're writing your statement of purpose, it's always advisable to think think from the reader's point of view. When they are reading it, what do you think will make you a suitable candidate? What relevant skill set that you have, or what achievement, be it academic achievement or be it non-academic achievement, that you already have or that you've gained, that you might want to highlight in your statement of purpose. And beyond your academics also, we would like to know about, for example, if you have been a sports captain, or a president of a society, or part of a soccer team or any other team. So it talks about your leadership skills. It talks about your team work or team building skills. Or if you've managed people in a particular society or a club. So talk about the skill set that you've actually acquired from those extracurricular activities. So we would want to know what extracurricular activities that you participated, but at the same time, we would also want to know what actually did you learn from it? What skill set did you actually got from those extracurricular activities that you participated? So this is something which helps us know about you. Talk about your experience. If you have any internship experience, even if it's for a part-time job or any other relevant experience which is actually relevant to the course that you want to study, or any volunteer experience, because volunteer, at least in UK, that it is something where actually we give a lot of weightage to that. So if you've done some volunteer work, if you've helped society in some or the other way, if you have let's say worked with an NGO, or you have worked on a project which has helped society in some or the other way, these are the things, something that we would really like to know. If you've participated in any summer school, so a lot of universities offer online summer schools or in-person summer schools. For example, at York, this July, we are offering a summer school for students where they can come to York and actually be there for 3 weeks and study, or take few classes of particular subject. There, last year, we were offering some taster sessions. There were free online classes available for international students to participate and get a taste of it, what an international education may sound like or look like. So anything similar on those lines, if you have done anything which you think which add more value to your statement of purpose, so please talk about those skill set. Here are some do's and don'ts. So please be specific and crisp. Of course, there is no word limit. Most universities will not give you any word limit when it comes to postgraduate students. Undergraduate students have their word limits, of course. But for postgraduate students, some universities may specifically tell you, okay, this is your word limit. Some universities may not give you any specific word limit. For example, at York, we don't give any specific word limit to our postgraduate students, but it's advisable to keep it between 500 to 600 words, or at least A4 sheet, front and back. Not anything beyond that. Please understand, somebody who's reading your statement of purpose would have or will be going through a lot of other statement of purposes in a day. So try and keep it crisp, to the point, very specific, about why you want to study that course, what motivates you, something which is easily relatable for somebody who's studying it. And in the first few minutes of reading it, they should understand, your clarity of thought should come across through that statement of purpose. Please make sure that you leave spaces, and it is in all, try and keep it in short paragraphs, because it's easily understandable, or the structure, it is easy to structure out and statement of purpose if it's in small paragraphs. So somebody who's reading it, it just make easier for that person to be interested in it, or when it's in a small paragraph, it's just more structured there. Please be original and honest. Please do not copy from anywhere. Of course, you can take help from your friends. They probably know you, or from your teachers, or from your parents. Like, anybody who knows you well would be able to help you, or identify more skills that you might have not thought, okay, you already have those skills, or you have those qualities. So it's always a good idea to kind of share, write a draft, share it with your friends, family, teachers, and they might be able to kind of help you understand better about you. A good understanding of an applicant will help us make a decision, like what exactly we are looking for that course. Like, if you are a right fit for that course, we will get to know only through your statement of purpose. So try and be very original and honest. Please do not copy from internet or from your friends. Share it with them, take ideas from them, discuss it with them. But being original and honest is the key to getting through the reader. Like, somebody who's reading it will be able to actually read so many statements of purpose on daily basis, so they would know if you're actually being honest about it or not. What you're not supposed to do: don't rush through your personal law statement. Proofread it. Make sure it's in small paragraphs, your punctuation is in place, and you're not repeating yourself again and again in that statement of purpose. Like I said, take advice from your teachers, family, friends. Don't rush through the statement. Try and make sure that it's not a last minute application, and you have enough time to actually build on your statement of purpose. Like I said, there's a lot of weightage in your application given to your statement of purpose. Your personal statement plays a very, very important role there. So make sure that you actually spend enough time in writing that statement of purpose, proofreading it, and correcting if needed. Plagiarism is a criminal offense. So make sure your statement of purpose is, like I said, original, honest, and you have not copied, pasted it from anywhere, because they do check if it is a plagiarized statement purpose or not, right? So if you have phrases or sentences compared to previous submission, universities use similarly, like, they use software to deduct if there's any plagiarism there in that statement of purpose. So make sure that you have not copied it from anywhere, because there are serious implications to it. Not just for your statement of purpose, even when you move abroad and you're working on your assignments, your dissertations, you have to make sure that it is original and it is not plagiarized, because there could be serious of it. It is taken as a very serious offense, and they might Even if you might have scored exceptionally well, they will still reject your application if they feel it is plagiarized. So make sure that you do not do this. So this is mainly about the statement of purpose, which I wanted to share. Please keep posting your questions in the chat box, and we'll be happy to take your question at the, I'll be happy to kind of answer all your questions at the end of this session. Now moving on to the university, this University of York. So University of York is located in Northern England. We are about 2 hours away from London by train, about an hour from Manchester. Manchester is actually the nearest international airport for us. So we provide airport pickup from Manchester Airport. Then Leeds and York is next to each other. So Leeds and York is 20 minutes away from each other. It's a beautiful town, often being rated as one of the best places to live and visit in UK. Safest, ranked as #1 city when it comes to safety and security. It's got the lowest crime rate as compared to any other part of UK. It's very international in its field. Like I mentioned, we have about 5,000 international students studying from 150 different nationalities, and overall the team or the student strength is about 20,000 students. And we do offer on-campus accommodation for our undergraduate as well as postgraduate students. Just some interesting facts about the universities. So before I actually share these quick facts about the university, I have a quick question for you all. So apparently there is a very famous city in USA which has got its name from York. Any guesses there? Which city has got its name from York? So this is the original York, and one of the cities in USA got its name from York. Any guesses there? Suti, do we have any answers in the chat box?
Yeah, I'm just checking. Allow me. No, not yet.
Okay, so this was an easy one though. New York. So apparently New York was called New Amsterdam before this, and back in those days when Britishers renamed a lot of places, they started calling it New York. So this is the original York. New York got its name from this York. So University of York is ranked among top 150 universities in the world and ranked 16th in UK as per league table. We have 500-acre campus. It's one of the biggest in UK, and we do offer on-campus accommodation for undergraduate and postgraduate students. As I mentioned earlier in start of this presentation, that we are among the top Russell Group universities. So we are part of the Russell Group universities. We are among the top 5 Russell Group universities when it comes to National Student Satisfaction Survey. So there are a lot of reasons why our student satisfaction rate is very high. But I would say one of the reasons is that we are a collegiate university. So very handful universities in UK offer actually collegiate system. So what it really means for you that there are 10 colleges on campus. If you decide to stay on campus, you'll be staying in one of the colleges. If you decide to stay outside campus, you still have to be part of one of the colleges. And when you go to a collegiate university, I mean, there is a college community will literally, adopt you for that period of time. So right from giving and a support, an academic support, so in case student is struggling academically or emotionally, let's say not able to cope up with British weather, feeling homesick, not able to make friends. It could be any issue, I'm not sure how to find a part-time job, or any issue emotionally, academically, even financially for that matter, any area of life that you're struggling as a student, you will have your go-to people. There will be a tutor assigned to you. There is a mentor assigned to you. There's a guide assigned to you who will help you through this, process, and they'll help you settle down. They'll culturally customize you. So there are a lot of new things for you when you move to a new country, and you will have your go-to people who will actually take care of you. So there is a sense of belongingness. There is a sense of community that they actually take you in that community. And the fun part is these 10 colleges compete with each other. So there are a lot of extracurricular activities. So we have more than 265 clubs and societies. We have a youth sports complex within campus. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool on campus. There is gym on campus. There is like a student-run radio station on campus. There's cinema hall on campus. So any extracurricular activities that students participate, they actually represent their college. And the fun part is all these 10 colleges compete with each other. And I've seen students, after a while, once they start, connecting with that community, they take a lot of pride in the college that they represent. So it's just this sense of belongingness which you find, when you go to a collegiate university as compared to a non-collegiate university. And that's one of the reasons why our student satisfaction rate is so high. Also, we offer a lot of support when it comes to career and placements. So our placement rate is about 94%. So 94% of our students within 6 months of graduation have either gone for further studies or for their full-time jobs. In fact, when it comes to top 10 universities, like graduate salaries, we are among the top 10 UK universities for graduate potential salaries. So our students have been not just placed well, but also they've got good salaries as compared to a lot of other universities. We have got gold award by UK government for the teaching excellence framework. There is a graduate market survey which is conducted every year. So there is basically, this is a survey which is conducted with top 100 employers in UK. And they are asked a question about which universities are you targeting to hire your potential employees? And University of York was among the top 20 choices made by them. So we are among the top 20 choices, where this top 100 employers are already looking to hire their potential employees. So that mainly talks about the quality of students graduating from York. Also, last but not the least, York as a city is ranked #1 when it comes to safety and security, whether staying outside campus, in campus, safety and security is not really to be concerned about. There are no notorious areas at all in York. We have a 500-acre campus, like I mentioned. I have added a short video here just for you all to see what our campus looks like, what our on-campus accommodation looks like. So here's a short video. Sorry, I think I'll have to reshare my screen to include audio as well. Just give me a moment.
No problem.
Okay, so I hope you like the campus. Is audio there? Like, are you able to hear the music?
Yes.
So shake the cold from your doors and let the East Coast walk you home. So shake the cold from your eye, if it all and let it fall. Cause it takes a lot to make our home to love, and it takes a lot to love your own. But I didn't even get your name when you walked on by. But I heard you rise, so you were well in mine. Hoping you would stop so I could ask you these simple things like, do you love the ocean, and well, could you love the ocean with me? Cause I'll be yours, no, cause I'll be yours, cause I'll be yours, my love, my love. Cause I'll be yours, cause I'll be yours, cause these are the simple things that I want you. Cause these are the simple things, my love, my love. So shake the cold from your toes and let the East Coast
This is one
walk
of the
you
colleges.
home.
This is one of our on-campus accommodation.
So shake the cold from your eye, if it all and let it fall. Cause it takes a lot to make a heart home to love, and it takes a lot to love your own. But I didn't even get your name when you walked on by, dear. But I heard you rise, so you held mine. Hoping you would stop so I could ask you these simple things like, do you love the ocean, and well, could you love the ocean with me? Cause I'll be yours, love, cause I'll be yours, cause I'll be yours, my love, my love. Cause I'll be yours, cause I'll be yours. So
That was our campus. I hope you liked it. Okay. These are some of the popular departments. So basically at University of York, we have three faculties: Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Faculty of Social Sciences, and Faculty of Sciences. In total, we have about 30 different departments. These are some of the popular departments. So right from archaeology, social policy and administration, English is something that we are very, very well known for. In fact, for archaeology, history, social policy, English related courses, we are among top 100 in the world. For psychology as well. Then York Management School is one of the most popular department at York. In fact, we are among top 10 in UK as per Sunday Times for management courses. We offer courses like engineering management, sustainability business, pure management, human resource management, accounting and finance management. Then economics and finance is again quite popular. So we offer courses like financial engineering, health economics, pure finance, finance and investment. Then biology, chemistry. Our law school is also quite popular. History, electronic engineering, embedded wireless system, computer science, advanced computer science, cyber security, human-centered interactive technologies, then history, nursing, theater and filmmaking, again, quite popular. We offer very specific courses like cinematography, performance, direction, script writing, theater making. Those are very specific courses that we offer in theater and filmmaking. Then politics, international relations, psychology. Like I said, we also offer a conversion course in psychology. So if a student who does not have a background or haven't studied their undergraduate degree in psychology and would want to study their master's in psychology, we do have that course as well. And it is BPS accredited. So BPS is British Psychological Society. To practice as a psychologist in UK, you need to be a BPS member. And we do offer a course which help you get a membership. So these are some of the popular departments. When it comes to entry requirement, we ask for at least 60% and above in your undergraduate degree. That's the minimum criteria. Please note, 60% and above does not guarantee you a place at York. 60% is the minimum criteria that we need. Of course, a statement of purpose plays an important role. And at the same time, if you have better score, the possibilities are high, because we will be comparing your application as compared to a lot of other applications that we have received, and based on that, the admissions will be taking a decision on admission. And UK universities, not just at York, but for I would say all UK universities right now are dealing with high volume of applications. So it's very competitive. It's getting very competitive, especially with GIR 2-year stay back coming in. It's getting very competitive to get into a UK university. We do provide IELTS waiver. So if you're a recent graduate, you can get us a letter from your university. Like most of you are attending this session would be from Shiv Nadar University. So if you can get us a letter from Shiv Nadar University saying that the medium of instruction of your undergraduate degree was English, we will waive off your IELTS. If you have graduated more than 2 years ago and you are listening to this YouTube live, then of course in that case, there will be no IELTS waiver. You will be required to appear for IELTS or Duolingo or TOEFL Home or PT, one of these English tests. Like I mentioned earlier, like UK universities offer a range of scholarships. So we at York offer a range of scholarship, which ranges from 2,500 to 10,000 pounds. And there are some specific subject-specific scholarships as well. And for research students, there are some fully funded scholarships available. Those are again, but very competitive, and those are department-specific scholarships. You can obviously get in touch with SI UK people. They can help you with the scholarship details. At York, we allow you to apply for scholarship only once you have an offer from the university. So first, you have to apply to the university, get an offer from the university, and then you can apply for the scholarship after that. Just to give you an idea what our tuition fee may range, it may range from 18,000, but mostly courses it will be about 19,600 pounds, because there has been slight increase in the there has been slight increase in the fee structure this year. So it will be about 19,600 pounds to 24,000 pounds. That's the fee range. We do have number of part-time jobs available on campus, off campus. We have our own portal called Handshake Portal, where we advertise all our jobs and we you can apply for those jobs. So you can work as a student ambassador with our international office. So you can work with our library, like this 24 hours library there, or you can work with our career services team, or there 8 to 10 food outlets where people work. Otherwise, city center is just 15 minutes by bus from our campus. So a lot of people work with retail stores, malls, cinema halls, and other places. So there are a number of part-time jobs available. For full-time job also, like I mentioned, our career services team help you. They also organize these career fairs where they invite more than 400, 500 partners to our campus, and they arrange your interaction with these companies. They help you with your mock interviews, with your CV. They help you apply to relevant openings. Having said that, a lot of initiative to be taken by the student. They expect you, one thing that you learn in UK is being very independent. So right from studying, so because teachers act like more like mentors, and they actually help you, they guide you, but they expect you to work on your dissertation, on your research subject, or your assignments on your own. But there is a lot of guidance available. There's a supervisor that will be assigned to you. So that goes to jobs as well. Like, they'll support you, but at the same time, they expect you to take a lot of initiative and be very proactive. When it comes to living expenses, UKVI have their own guidelines. So outside London, you are required to have a living expenses of at least £9,207. In York, you can easily manage like a decent lifestyle, if I say, based on students' feedback, between £8,000 to £9,000. But at the same time, you are allowed to work part-time, and a good number of part-time jobs available. So that's mainly about York. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and I'll be happy to take questions. So we're open for questions now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mahima. Thank you so much. So I'll just tell you the questions and then you can answer them. So one question we received is, can you clarify why York University rankings fell from 103 in 2016 to 115 in 2022, according to QS World Rankings?
Okay, so it completely depends. There are a number of factors that get into when it comes to ranking of the university. So there are a lot of reasons. So sometimes, the kind of research work probably we did in that particular year got us some really good, points or brownie points for that research work, and that increased our ranking. We got on top of the ranking. Or in particular year, the kind of, or maybe other university did some other research work that got them more points. The infrastructure, there are a lot of other factors. That ranking is not just about how you teach. It's about more than that. So a lot of factors that get into it, but yeah, we still maintained a position of 150 in the world. So hopefully we will go back to again top 100 or top 103 in the world, and maybe better than that.
Right. Okay. Next is, what is the minimum academics to get eligible for generic scholarships?
Okay, so we don't have a specific criteria when it comes to scholarship. If you are an offer holder, you are definitely eligible to apply for scholarships. We will be comparing your scholarship application as with other applicants, and whosoever has scored better will get it. 60% and above makes you eligible to apply for the course. Once you have an offer, it makes you apply, you're eligible to apply for the scholarship as well. And it's not just purely academic based scholarship. Just to let you know, we do give you scholarship based on your extracurricular activities. For example, if you have played sports at state level or zonal level or nationals, or if you have done a lot of volunteer work, or if you have done a lot of projects which have helped society in some way, or your internships, your experience, we look at all those factors, and based on that we decide about scholarship. So it's not just your academics. So there is no specific criteria as such.
Okay. So next we have is, what career paths are present after Masters in Management?
It's Masters in Management, and I think it's Masters in International Business as well. Yeah. Well, it completely depends, because it basically open doors for you for multiple in multiple ways. So just to give you some example, like after completing our Masters in Management, people are working as associate at a bank, or a business development officer, or an account group manager, human resource advisor, PR associate, senior recruiter. This is just to give you an example. So just of some of the career opportunities people have got right after completing MSc Management. So these are, but again, a lot depends on, because management, like I said, it opens, it's a very wider subject, and it opens a lot of different doors. So there is no specific sector that you have to stick to. You can get into pharma, but at the same time you can get into some other sector, banking or some other sector. So it's completely up to you what you're looking for, but we do help you with what are the opportunities available around that course. Like our career services team will guide you around that.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Mahima. These were the only questions we received. Is there anything you would like to add, or tell something extra to the students, like a closing?
I would just like to suggest them to start early. Yeah, I would just suggest them to start early. For September 2022, right now applications are open, but they're likely to close by April, May. Not just for York, I think for a lot of other universities. Like I said, in UK, we are generally dealing with high volume of applications right now, and courses are likely to close early. This is mainly for final year students. If you are going to complete your graduation this year, then please apply at the earliest. Usually universities in UK, at least the Russell Group, I can tell you, will take about 4 to 6 weeks to give you a decision, right? And after that, you'll have to sort out your accommodation, your visa
True,
process,
true.
and whole thing needs to be sorted out. So you need to
Yeah.
make sure you actually start early. That's something that I would recommend if you don't
Preparing.
want scholarship. Yeah, because those
True.
scholarships also have early deadlines.
Oh, okay. So there's just one question that just popped up. It is, some UK universities offer placements after 1 year of masters. They take £5,000 for this as well. Can you clarify what kind of placement that will be offered by Exeter in Industrial Management Engineering?
Okay, so yes, you're right. Some universities do offer you industrial placement as part of the course, but that is completely optional, whether you want it or you don't want it. If you want to go for the industrial placement year, usually universities may ask you to pay a nominal fee for that. So they help you basically when they say the industrial placement year, they basically arrange interviews or they help you connect with the companies. Clearing an interview is completely up to a student. So it's not like a guaranteed placement, please note, because clearing an interview at the end of it is students' responsibility. They can guide you, they can rehearse with you, or they can do mock interviews with you, they can help you in this, but at the end of it you'll have to clear an interview. They usually charge a nominal fee for that, for arranging interview or during guiding you through the process. But just in case, if you, let's say if you've appeared for 10 interviews and let's say you've not, for some reason you've not managed to clear an interview, that's absolutely
Right.
okay. Then in that case, your 2 years degree would change to a 1 year degree. And so the exams by that time, I believe you must have already given your exams by that time. So they will give you a master's degree based on your exams, and instead of 2 years, it will say 1 year degree.
All right.
And they try
Thank
and
you.
give you, sorry, I just wanted to add something to that. They try and
Sure.
give you placement in the same area in which you have actually completed your course. So mostly universities try and do that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mahima. These were the only questions we've received. And thank you everyone for joining. Hope
Thank
you keep sending your applications, and all the best.
Thank you, Suti. Thank you, Rajni. Thank you, SIUK team for organizing this, and thank you, Shiv Nadar team, for giving us the opportunity to kind of connect with your
Sure.
students. Thank you, everyone. I hope this was helpful. You can reach out to SIUK team if you have any queries related to York, and they'll be able to guide you and help you.
Yes, we've posted our contact details on the YouTube chat itself. You can get in touch, and thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.